Hey, welcome to zachstechturf. In Windows 10's latest Creators Update, they've added a new feature called Game Mode. Game Mode is supposed to give you better performance when gaming, so today I'm going to test that out for you guys and show you how to get the update. So let's get into it. Before jumping into the actual testing, you may be wondering how to get the latest Creators Update. Microsoft is apparently rolling out the updates as we speak, but if you don't want to wait and you want to download it right now, you can. Go to the website I linked in the description and that'll take you to a Windows 10 Upgrade Assistant download page. From there, you'll be able to manually download and install the update and you'll be good to go. Once you're updated, in order to turn on game mode, you'll have to press the Windows key plus G to open up the game bar and then select use game mode for this game. Now the tricky part is that the game bar will only open up if Microsoft approved the game or it's running in windowed mode. This actually isn't that big of a deal despite what some people say, because for every game I tried, I was able to switch to windowed mode, turn on game mode, and then switch back to full screen. I also tested this back and forth to make sure that game mode stayed checked when switching, and it did. So it seems online that some people are thinking that game mode is gonna magically give you 10, 20, or even more FPS, and that's simply not the case. Microsoft explains that game mode is only gonna allocate more resources to the game instead of background running programs. For testing, we're going to use my main gaming rig, which is an i7-4790K not overclocked, 16GB of DDR3 RAM, an MSI Gaming 5 motherboard, and a GTX 980 graphics card. Now this might seem like a beefy computer to be testing this on, but I'll show you the results in just a bit with a budget gaming computer. The first game I tested was the For Honor in-game benchmark. I first tested this with nothing else running on my computer except the game, and game mode provided zero benefit. Now this makes sense if you think about it, because all game mode is supposed to do is allocate more resources to the game, and if you're not running anything but the game, then it's getting all the resources already. After learning this, I decided to throw up two YouTube videos. They were my Gaming on a Sunday Morning series videos, which you should definitely check out by the way, and I also opened up a random Twitch channel. With all these running during the benchmark, I averaged 49 FPS in 1440p in extreme settings. When I turned on game mode, that FPS average got a consistent bump up to 51 FPS. Now this might seem like just a random increase in performance, but since I was only getting 2 to 3 FPS with game mode, just know that I tested all these benchmarks multiple times to ensure that it wasn't lucky or anything. With these results, I decided to stick with another in-game benchmark and went with Shadow of Mordor. In 1440p and ultra settings, with all the videos running in the background again, I averaged 64 FPS without game mode, and I got another 2 FPS bump up to 66 FPS with game mode turned on. And to wrap up the benchmarks, I kept the same videos on YouTube and Twitch running while I fired up Future Mark's Directx 12 benchmark Time Spy. Here I averaged a 4037 score without game mode on, and then a 4082 average with game mode turned on. Now keep in mind that I didn't benchmark anything without an in-game benchmark. If you were going to benchmark something like Overwatch, you wouldn't get consistent FPS averages, and when game mode only adds 2 to 3 FPS, you have to be as consistent as possible. Overall, my tests clearly indicate that the Windows 10 game mode is working as intended, and it will allocate more resources to your game, but you'll only see a difference if your computer is being hogged down by other applications. One thing to note is that when game mode was turned on, the Twitch and YouTube videos were skipping a lot. This is important because if you like to game and watch a Twitch stream at the same time, you might want to leave game mode off. But now you might be thinking about the results you would get on a less beefy computer. So I busted out my $200 gaming PC that I just made a video on about a week ago. This computer is rocking an Intel Core 2 Quad Q9400, only 4GB of DDR2 RAM, and an RX 460. I would give you guys all the numbers of my benchmarks like I did on my main computer, but I got literally the exact same results. Even on a budget computer, game mode still only gave a 2 to 3 FPS increase, and only if the computer was taxed by other programs. Well, that wraps up my testing of the new Windows 10 game mode. Personally, I think game mode is working perfectly as advertised, but I know some of you guys are thinking differently. Make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comments section. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.